Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel, and you join me today at another Cars and Breakfast Hampshire car meet. We are in Bracknell, I think. I just set my sat nav and turn up, I don't really check. So yes, Ethan has organised another meet today, and I'm down here to check out the cars. I've brought my Z4 of course, and actually I parked it next to Julian's 2019 Z4, which you will have seen in a very, very recent video. A lot of you were, I guess, torn over that car, but I think most of you did like it as much as I did. Anyway, we're going to talk about some other things today because there are some special cars that have turned up. Namely, you might be able to see it there, an A35 AMG. This is the first A35 AMG I have seen on the road in the UK, probably on the road anywhere. I saw one at Geneva last month. But yeah, we're going to have a look at the A35, and there's also this M5 here, this V10 M5. I can't remember the model number, I think it's the E60. I love those, so we'll talk about that as well. And I'll show you some more of the stuff around the corner where all the BMWs are. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. Let's go have a look at some cars. Just before the A45 leaves, you can see got a nice little trio of Mercs there. The yellow, red and black look really good together. Once that A45 has left, I'll take you round this A35, we can have a little look at it. But those three do look fantastic together. So this has just turned up and obviously has caught my eye. It is a brand new sun yellow A35 AMG. It was actually quite interesting. I didn't get a chance before the A45 just left now, but it was a cool comparison to see them next to each other because I'd say this is almost bigger than the old A45. But anyway, this looks fantastic. The yellow with the black wheels really, really works. And obviously the party piece at the back here with that huge wing as part of the performance pack. Also in the background you can see the mint wraps Mercedes, which looks absolutely crazy as ever. But yeah, I think what everyone gets really excited about with these A35s is the interior. It's the latest gen Mercedes interior. I really don't know anything, if much, about it, but it at least looks fantastic. This wheel is meant to be brilliant, and yeah, it's a very good looking interior indeed. So back to the A35 AMG now that the Beamers have calmed down slightly. So this one, sun yellow, looks absolutely fantastic. It's powered by a 4-cylinder, presumably very turboed engine. I think they do 0 to 60 in around 4.7 seconds. And obviously it has a DCT 7-speed transmission box. But yeah, looks absolutely fantastic. And if you watch my content from Geneva, I think I may have mentioned in one of the videos that this was actually one of my favourite cars from the show. I genuinely really like the A35, so it's really cool to see one UK spec on the road here. I'll try and film that leaving later on when it goes. Right, so here it is then. I said I would talk about it. It has just been, well, this is just parked right next to it. A really nice looking C63, potentially the S as well. This is what I wanted to talk about though, because it is an E60 M5. It carries the same naturally aspirated V10 with 507 brake horsepower as the M6 that I really do want to get at some point from the same generation. I think this is a car that everyone absolutely loves, and it is always brilliant to see them. They do just sound unbelievably good. I mean, there is nothing like a naturally aspirated V10. What other cars do you get that in? It is at least very rare to have it in a saloon like this. As I mentioned though, I am more of a fan of the M6, potentially just because they're a bit rarer, and also because there's a Top Gear episode I saw with that car and I loved it, and I've wanted one ever since. But the thing is, everyone loves these, but would you be crazy enough to buy one? Because they're not known for their reliability, let's say that. And likewise with the M6, as of course it shares the same engine. The other downside, of course, with potentially buying something like this is the interior is just a little bit dated, and you've got the old SMG2 gearbox as well, which isn't the best. But I am yet to drive one, so I am holding my judgment, and I'm sure that if I did drive one of these or the M6, I would be sold on definitely buying one. But really, really nice as always to see one, and great to see one here at this meet as well. Let me know what you guys think about these cars in the comments. So guys, the morning is almost over. Cars are starting to leave, and more importantly, that A35 AMG that I walked around earlier is leaving. So it'll be really interesting to see how this thing sounds. So let's see. That thing sounds very nice, and it looked very fast as well exiting that junction. How cool is that? I'm very happy I saw that A35. And I did, just before I finished this video, I did want to have a little look around it, but he is leaving now. This new X5, here we go. It is absolutely massive, of course, but very, very nice indeed. It looks fantastic in this colour scheme, and it also has a chocolatey brown interior. This is the M50D, and he said that it does 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, which is unbelievable. A for a diesel, but B for a car of that size. Look at it go. Reminds me of the Cullen in that, and here goes the E60 M5. I'm looking forward to this one. Always great to see an E60 M5 with that V10 engine on the road. So I'm just going to go back around the corner and see if there's anything else at all to look at, because I think most stuff has left at this point. I haven't actually shown you my car today. I haven't shown you my car on the channel for a long time, as I haven't been around. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, parked up next to Julian's 2019 Z4, which you will have seen in a recent video. Don't they look great together? It's a lot of you were interested in that last video about the size comparison in a couple of Instagram posts I did. But yeah, you can see this is a lot better. How much bigger this new Z4 is, even just how much higher the back comes up than my one. See if I can get any other angles for you just to put it into perspective, but it is so much larger. Maybe, actually, so that this is fair, if I've got my key somewhere, I will put the roof down. Right, so I found my keys. I can now obviously do this with my car, which is tremendously exciting. It still excites me to this day. Here it goes. Yes. Very exciting. Anyway, there you go. Now it's a fairer comparison that both of their roofs are down. And yeah, you can just see that size comparison. It's crazy. If I go around to the front, which I don't really like doing because my headlight is obviously in the state that it is, it will give you another idea of it as well. From where I'm standing right now, you can see what I'm on about in terms of the size. Yeah, please do ignore my headlight and don't give me any abuse for it. It doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not there. Let's go from my good side. So yeah, that's it. I mean, look, crazy to compare the two of them, but I really do have to say I love this car. I love the spec that Julian has gone for on it. I'm not just saying that, I'm a real fan. I would personally black out the grills and all of the chrome bits, but again, he's just bought this car and he's just spec'd it exactly how he wants to, and I think it looks fabulous. But yeah, I think actually the weather's not too bad, so that roof will probably stay off for the drive home, which I shall be doing very shortly, because like I mentioned, everything is pretty much left. This is literally it. We've got two Z4s, an XE, this BMW, is it, I think a 4 Series, that i30N, the Mint Wraps C-Series, and of course, the very last thing I wanted to speak to you about, this Citroen C3. Look at this whip. So with that, guys, I am going to end today's video with my Z4 and Julian's Z4 sitting next to each other. They look fantastic together. I hope you guys have found this interesting. The next time you see me, you will be joining me in Ben Rain's Z4 35 IS as we embark on a week-long journey through Europe, through about 8 or 9 countries, I think. It's going to be brilliant. There's going to be tons of content coming your way. So if you are new here, please do subscribe, because there's going to be tons and tons of stuff coming up very, very soon indeed. So thank you guys for watching this one, and I will see you very, very soon.